3 stages every freelancer needs to pass through to achieve maximum success in this freelance journey. Number 1, learning and mastering in-demand digital skill. Now, this is a stage where you have decided on the particular in-demand digital skill that you want to focus on. Don't forget, there are so many skills out there, but we have sought after in-demand digital skills. So you have decided on the one you want to choose. Now, you need to understand that learning and mastering are 2 different things. You can actually learn, like get to know about something without putting your mind, without building on that thing, without having confidence to do any job that comes your way on that particular skill or what you've learned. So you need to understand that learning and mastering comes hand in hand. Like for example, my mentees in my community, my freelance community, I always make sure that I pair them in 2 tools after teaching them a particular thing, so that they can actually practicalize what I have actually taught them. They can be able to now be able to do assignments and project work and be able to build their confidence on that particular thing that they've learned. And truly, when they submit the assignment to me and I mark them right, then I tell them to keep that as a screenshot, keep them aside so that they can include them in their portfolio when the time for them to be able to use it to showcase their skills, to showcase their expertise, to showcase their ability to their prospect clients. So you need to understand that learning and mastering a skill is actually an important stage. So based on what I noted down, so I said this stage is all about acquiring the essential skills that are highly sought after in the freelance market. Freelancer must invest time in building a strong foundation of relevant digital skill. So you need to make sure that yes, you pass at least 80 to 90% of this stage 1 before moving to stage 2. So now, what is stage 2? Stage 2 is the most interesting part of this freelance journey. Now, stage 2 is what I call implementation with winning strategy. See, a lot of people talk about implementation alone. To me, or for me, it's not just about implementation. Implementation with the right strategy. Implementation with strategic ways of doing things. Implementation with doing it differently. See, this stage is what you need to land that next client. This stage is where the real part, or this stage is where it becomes more interesting. This stage is where freelancing becomes more interesting. So after mastering these skills, freelancer needs to implement them effectively. Now, these include crafting a standout freelancing profile, creating an impressive CV and proposal. A lot of people don't know how to go about this stage, and they are doing it the norm. They are doing it the regular way. You need to understand that this stage is the stage where you need to try your possible best to sell yourself to your next client. Have one thing at the back of your mind, that you're not the only one applying for this job. There are so many people like you applying for the same role that you want to send out your application for. So what is that thing you need to do differently? What is that thing you need to do that will distinguish you among the seas of other applicants? An employer needs to hire one person. About 50 people, 20 people are applying for the same role, and everyone is sending out the application. You also want to send out your application. There's something you need to do differently. This is where now for the third one, developing a portfolio that highlights your best skills and expertise, like all the best work. Even as a beginner, you should have samples from your assignment, from the project work you've done in the learning or during the learning process. You should have them and be able to showcase them, not as a newbie. There's a way you strategically get to showcase that you won't be perceived as a newbie or as a beginner, because let's call a spade a spade. Most of all these employers or recruiters, they don't like to hire newbies, but don't forget that everyone started as a newbie. But there's a way you now strategically position yourself so they don't perceive you as like someone who just graduated from a learning platform or who just got certified. You need to know how to present yourself the right way. I'll be talking more on that. So you need to understand that implementation with winning strategies matters a lot. It's different from just mere implementation. Now, the first stage every freelancer needs to pass through in order to achieve maximum success is the interview stage. Now, this is where you seize the opportunity to shine more than the way you have tried to shine using your CV, your portfolio, your proposal. It's a different thing to even get all this proposal portfolio opened by the prospect client in the first place. I always tell people something, that you see the way the emails, like the inbox appears when you go to your email, the way it appears, that is exactly how some of all these applications appears on the screen of your prospect or your ideal client. Now, you need to do something that would help you get noticed. You need to do something that would help you get your own application open in the first place, for them to even see that, wow, this person has what we need. This person can actually even prove that yes, he or she has done something that we want to achieve previously before, for them to even invite you to the next stage. So this next stage is the interview stage, where you need to seize the opportunity to shine even more. Now, once freelancer lands an interview, of course, it's time to kill the interview. You must learn how to kill your interview by showcasing your best skills and experience with full confidence and professionalism. Communicating clearly and understanding the client's needs are key to converting interview into real work projects. So, does this make sense to you? So don't forget to follow me, like and share for more tips and strategies to land your next job as a freelancer, irrespective of the skill you're learning or you have as a freelancer. Also, I have two communities. I have the paid community and I have the free community. Yes, the paid community is actually a no-go area if you're not ready to work. That free community is actually a community where we just relate, we get to share tips, free tips and ideas. We share daily job updates that you can actually apply for aside Upwork, because Upwork is not the only platform you can actually get a job. There are other platforms. Like me personally, I'm currently working for 2 clients. I got my other clients on Facebook. The other client actually was through code email. So, like through code pitching, I mean to say. I got my second client is actually through code pitching, while the first one is actually through Facebook. So there are so many other ways you can go about landing your next client. You just need to know the right thing to do. So subscribe for more and drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. You can also share more tips. I'm open to learning also. Everyone is learning. You can't know it all. Bye guys.